coach and the coaching staff. It's a pleasure to have our media representatives here and to be here joining us to share this amazing news and information with the general public and the Belizeans, because the Football Federation of Belize has amazing plans up ahead. So to do the official welcome and the remarks, I'm going to be calling on Mr. Earl Jones, the General Secretary for the Football Federation of Belize, who will be sharing that with you.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Right. We're few in numbers this morning, but I always cognizant of the fact of the power of the media. So irrespective of whether we are few in numbers, the media has its way of reaching many. Before I officially welcome you all this morning, I would like to acknowledge within our midst the Director of the National Sports Council, Mr. Ian Jones and his staff, the members of the press who are here this morning. I would like to say thank you for being here, and also invited guests who are here with us this morning, and our technical team. I'd like to say, first of all, thank you for taking the time out to be here today. I know it's a busy schedule the press has to be moving to gather the news, especially good news, to share with the public. This morning, it's a pleasure to have you as we present to you this morning, officially present to you this morning, because I know that you have been hearing many rumors, but to officially present to you this morning our new national team coach and his assistant. You'll be hearing more from them and from the Assistant General Secretary as we go along. But I want to give you a little bit of background as to our national team and the development of the national team in my remarks this morning. Some years ago, the Federation embarked on a process to develop a world-class national team. But that process has been slowed because of many factors. And many of you may realize or know of some of the factors, the sustainability, not only financially, but the sustainability of players, how we sustain them, how we sustain young players' development to go into the national, to feed into the national team. But I can say to you today that FIFA has made available, but since 2016, funds to carry our national team. They have made available to us for the cycle 2016 to 2018 and the new cycle, which is 2019 to 2022, monies for our national team to travel, monies to equip our national team, monies to pay for competition for the national team, to train coaches to develop, to continue the developmental process with our national teams. And we're not looking at national team at the top, the 18, but we're looking at national team from all the way up. All the way up, we're looking at national team. FIFA has made available to us funding to develop a national team. We had agreed with FIFA to look at a sustainable development of our national team for the next 4 years. We are committed to develop a national team, a world-class national team. In the process of this development, we have reached out to look for qualified and professional people to fill in the gaps where we are most lacking as we continue the development of our national teams. Mr. Marino, our technical director, will explain to you more about the development of our national teams and what other teams we are focusing on besides the 18s, the females as well. But as we move forward, FIFA has made available finance for us for this development. We need to make sure that we place the right people in the position so that we can make the most of the finance that is made available to us. FIFA has also pledged to give us training, to train our coaches, to assist in the development of our youths, so that they can feed into the national team, so that we can have sustainable players, sustainable development of our national teams. This morning, I welcome you to this forum, to this press conference, because I know that through you, many will understand or learn what we're doing in the development of our national team. I always am cognizant of the fact of the power of the press. Thank you all for coming this morning, and may we have a wonderful opportunity of meeting the new coach and hearing from him what he has in store for us. He is our national team coach. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. And next, we were supposed to have Mr. Marlon Quillen, the Senior Vice President. However, he sends his apologies. And doing the official presentation of the coach and the technical staff, we have Mr. Luis Peña, the Assistant General Secretary for the Football Federation of Belize.
Thank you, Yashwin. Hi, good morning. It is my privilege and honor to present to you the coaching staff for the Football Federation of Belize. At the head table, we have our technical director. We have Coach Annese, Assistant Coach Mr. Wayne Casimiro, and also our General Secretary. Our coach, Vincenzo Alberto Annese, has coached in Indonesia. He's also coached in Palestine. He was the head coach in the Ghana Premier League. He was the head coach of the Armenian national team. He was the assistant coach of Estonia. And he was also coaching Latvia First Division clubs. He was the head coach in Italy in Serie C division. And for the China national team, he was the mental coach. These are just some of the traits that Mr. Annese brings to the Football Federation of Belize. And he has already begun to work from the beginning of this week. We want to officially welcome him to the Football Federation of Belize and also to the country of Belize as a whole. At this time, I would like to present Coach Annese. He could come up and address the media.
Thank you so much. So, good morning everybody. Thank you. It's my pleasure to stay here to talk with all media to represent Belize national team. My head coach is really pleasure to me. I want to say first, it's I'm very motivated. Motivation is coming from my career. I start in many league, and I improve all my team that I was training. Become a head coach of national team is more than one responsibility of the team. It's really big responsibility to many people, and I am ready with my staff, with my technical director, with my general secretary, with also the president. I'm so happy that all of them, they chose me. I already start to select the player, going each trainees to watch Premier League team, to watch First Division team, even to see the under 18 or under 17 if there is some quality player, because selection is the first main point. Try to put in the team new face, new player. At least because in the last, I was watching last 4-5 games of our national team. They have a very senior player, so I will hope to change some thinking, to change the system, to change the player even, at least to select myself. Will be my focus. We have a plan to have at least 3 or 4 friendly games before September, that we have official competition with senior team. We'll start to work next week with senior team, so the selection will be very high. We try to, even in the training, to understand which kind of the player they can play with my system. In the past, the previous coach was and the previous coach and most of the Premier League of the team, they play with one system. We try to develop the system till the day one. So I hope all my players, they will, I believe all my players, they will, that I will select, they will be able to follow me 100%. We really am so happy also that Coach Casemiro is a nice person, they can help me. And because I believe in the group team, it's not only that the head coach, they can make the best result, but also the media, they must stay in my way. Everybody must follow at least the head coach. I'm looking really forward for make the best team for Belize national team. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Coach Annese. At this time, I'd like to also present Mr. Wayne Casemiro. Mr. Casemiro has a wealth of coaching experience as well. He has been coaching the U15 female national team and has gotten training abroad. As a matter of fact, he has just arrived from Budapest, where he was taking an international coaching course. This time I'd like to call Mr. Casemiro.
Thank you. Good morning. It's an honor for me to be here. It's gently for me to move from U15 national female head coach to be assistant at the senior male team. But it's, I guess, with change and the process has started. I'd like to first give thanks to our technical director and the federation and the NOC for giving me the opportunity to have gone to Hungary to do that study at the ICC. It was an intense course, but it was a time well spent. And here to support coach in every way possible to ensure that football in Belize becomes on the table where it should be within the region. I know we are struggling, but the aim is to make the difference and to be at a different level. He mentioned development. Youth development is essential, and I think a lot of the things I studied in Hungary is based on youth development, and with that, the different elements of conditioning and coordinated abilities that our youths need to ensure that when they reach a national team, they are at a level where we don't have to be worried about technical elements and focus on the tactical aspect of the game. I think we could build football in Belize. So I'm hoping that this new change in my coaching career is one that is going to be essential. I am here to support coach in every capacity that I can. I am hoping that we will make a difference in progress on Belize football. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Casimiro. We have one more addition which is coming on board, the fitness coach. He is no other than Luis Cabrera. He's from Guatemala, who will be joining us in the next coming week. This time I'd like to turn it over back to Ms. Yasmin Wan, our Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you very much. And now moving forward with the agenda, we're going to have Mr. Philip Marin, the Technical Director for the Football Federation of Belize, who will be speaking a little bit about the youth development plans for the FFB moving forward.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here to present the Youth Football Development Plan. Our plan for the youth focus on 4 pillars, focus on the coaches, the region selections, the national teams, and also the clubs, the teams. The youth vision is to create a professional approach to youth development that enable our coaches, region selections, clubs, national youth teams to understand and adapt the concept of the national playing style within a certain period of time. So the vision is for us to have all our teams, all our youth teams playing one style of football. And we know that this will not happen in one day, it will take time. So that is our vision, to have our youth teams playing one style of football. I want our teams, our clubs, our managers, the owners of the clubs to stop thinking of their team and the result. Start thinking of the individual player, understanding and adapting the national playing style. So this is something that we want the manager, the owner, the coaches to stop thinking about the team and the result. Let's focus on our playing style. Let's focus on the individual player for them to understand and for them to adapt this style that we want them to play. Our goals is to increase the numbers of boys and girls playing football. We want to continue to educate coaches and to have coaches that are certified, that are trained at all levels, including the schools, the primary schools, the high schools, and all our youth clubs. We want to create this environment where football is played more games in schools, more games at the regional level, more games at the national level. And of course, if we have all this competition at the regional and national level, then we will have better players for our national teams. Our target is to focus on the coaches, to have all these coaches trained. Currently, we have a total of 384 coaches in our database. So that's a good amount that is a huge number for us, but not all of these coaches are active. So our mission is to go out and find these coaches and ensure that they are given back. Our district selection, we are currently running our U15 and U17 boys and girls competition, and this weekend we will start with our U17 and U15 girls. Our plan for 2019 when it comes to youth, we created competition at the U13 male, U15, U14 female, and also U15 male and female. We targeted the high school. We had a number set there of 20 high schools. We have 10 competition regions, so at least 2 high schools playing in our competition. We targeted 60 clubs, and we have now the inter-district selection playing for our boys and girls, where we have the top players in each region playing football. Our playing style. If you look at the screen, the only thing that you will see on the screen that is changing is the jersey. Just the jersey that will change. So from the U13, moving up to the senior team, all national team must be playing this playing style. What is the playing style? Later on I will explain what is the playing style. So the only thing that will change is the size of the jersey that will change, but all teams need to be playing under this playing style. For this to happen, it must be teamwork. Of course, the federation will do their part. We have our regional offices. We have our regional office, and we have 2 persons that are employed. Of course, they need to do their part. Also, the clubs, the teams, they need to do the part. And also, we want to create this football environment in schools. And of course, we need the entire country. We need the entire country to be behind us to improve the quality of players in the country. Here, we are just focusing on the youth. We have Mr. Daniel Jacob. He's the director of coaching for Georgia Soccer. He has been working with us for a year and probably about 3 months. He's the one that created this playing style for Belize. It's 4-3-3. It focuses on possession style football, where we build up from the back and we attack from the flanks. The structure of football for this year, we started educating our coaches. We'll be having regional and national grassroots. We have our regional competition for boys and girls. We have our national competition for boys and girls, and we also have our men and women amateur league, and of course our Premier League. And all this competition will give us quality players for our senior national teams. For a coach to train one of our youth teams, they must have a minimum of a C license. We already started the license coaches, I think about 2 or 3 years ago. Currently, we are at the D license. This year, we're supposed to start the C license. And we move on. National teams. This is the first time that we are having more than 3 national teams per year. This year, we have 8 national teams. We have 3 that focus on females and 5 that focus on males. For the females, we have the U16, the U17, and the senior 18. For the males, we have the U15, the U17, the U18, the senior male team, and also beach soccer. Information about the coaches, about the youth clubs. Last year, we had a total of 192 youth teams, 28 female, 164 males. We impacted more than 3,000 kids playing football. Last year, we trained 258 coaches, 42 coaches, 216 coaches, the largest number coming from the Kaya district. Our progress report. Of course, we need to evaluate our performance at all national team, from the youth moving up to the senior. But this progress report is just showing the performance of our youth national team. Last year, we participated in 4 tournaments at the youth level. U15 girls, U16 boys, U19 boys, U20 boys. We played a total of 20 games. We won 4. Last 16, goals per 19, goals against 62. So that was our result from last year, tallying all 4 national teams. For this year, we have 5 youth national teams. We already participated in 2 tournaments. We participated in the U16 girls, and also the U17 boys. So total, we have played 6 official games for the youth tournament. We won none, tie none, we lost 5. We lost 5 of them. We lost 5 goals for, 5 for, and 21 against. So, but it's a process. We started this playing style last year. We're hoping within 3 to 4 years that we will see better results that is reflecting on the screen. And each year we will evaluate the performance of our national teams. Just to conclude, I will conclude with these quotes on the board. It is not about winning, but it's about learning. For us at this stage, it is about learning. We will not reach the standard of Honduras or Costa Rica in 1 year. I'm just a technical director in 1 year and a couple of months. You see with the president and his executive, we are new. So just believe in the process. And with the plans in place, we believe that after 3-4 years, we will definitely see results because everything now is structured. And the last change is truly hurting. However, nothing is as hurting as remaining where you don't belong. And we believe that we in Central America is rated the number 7 team, right? And I believe we do not belong there. So we need to change. And for us to change, we need to put programs in place. We need to put programs in place that will benefit the football of Belize. And thanks for coming, and I will pass it on to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marin. And now at this time, we have a question and answer segment. I'm not sure if anybody has any questions, or we'll save the questions for after when it's complete. Okay, so on behalf of the Football Federation of Belize, I just wanted to thank you all for being here with us this morning. It was a pleasure being able to introduce the new head coach and the new technical staff for the Football Federation of Belize. As our slogan says, believe in the process. It's a process that the Federation believes in, and it's a process that we are working towards. As Mr. Philip Marin was saying, it's a process that also takes time. So we thank you all very much for being here, and once again, we take this opportunity to welcome not only the coach, but the entire technical staff. Thank you.
More easy, yeah.
Misael Gonzalez, Acción Deportiva, the national channel. I just have a few questions. You touched basically what I was going to ask, but knowing that the national team failed previously on qualifying to a Gold Cup with senior members of the national team, so how is your mind on selecting new players to become the future of the EA national team?
My mind is that I will go to training ground, I will go to watch the training, I will go to watch Premier League that will start 27 next month. And I will bring not only from Premier League, also from First Division, if they are available and they are ready to play, I will bring them. I will not look in the color of the skin, I will not look in the age, even the age, if he is 38 years old, but I want to say how many players 38 years old play national team in all over the world. So just this, at least there is even Buffon that live the career. I speak about Italy, they live at 14 years, but he's keeper. I believe in the youth player, but if you are available to play at 20 years, at 30 years, at 35, at 38, we are good, better than young, I will select the old one. So no problem, I will bring the best.
Okay.
This is and the best for the system that I want to play, the best for the country. And does mean only in the country, maybe even the player they can play outside.
Okay.
They play in another league.
How much do you know about Belizean football? You know that most of our players take football as a hobby. They got to work during the day and then dedicate some time to football. So how would you merge that into a really strong national team?
Well, like the technical director say just 3 minutes before, he make the program with all members, and we believe. I can speak even because I'm head coach of senior, but I believe that the youth program they can make professional player is mean not only development like a football, but they can play the player. They can become international player. They can not reach only like hobby, but they can reach like life, job life, and they can make playing outside or maybe improve the league. Just before yesterday, I was talking with one ex-player of Serie A from Honduras. He want to come to Belize because he reached good money over here. And Belize is good life, and if the football improve here, everybody will start to have only job football professional player. And this depend about national team, depend about everything. So I believe a lot also in the youth development, like technical director say. I believe a lot in this, and the way that we start and the way that we make everything, we make in professional level to develop the coach, like the technical director side, to develop the school, to enter in the mentality of the woman to play football. This is amazing. You think it's like only one step, but it's amazing. When you see the woman to train, when you see the professional, now they're going on the World Cup. And you can see that most of the girls that are professional, they have this job on the life. They get a lot of money of national team in another country. So we hope that in the future, everybody they can become really professional and can get this job like a professional and they play only football.
How much do you know about Belize and football?
It's for me. It's when I reach this challenge, I get this information, because I was looking for national team, and like you say, I know there is some of team there are they have a player that they have two jobs, play football and play, but I try to get more information, and each day in the evening I start to go to watch the training, and I will do more and more. I live in for football 24 hours, so when I get this job, I will improve. Maybe I can know more than you about all Belize. I really hope that I can be very expert in this. Tell me.
Last question. What has the Federation of Belize and yourself target as the goal for the next 6 months and maybe 2 years from now?
Well, the target, I fix my target. Is not only federation, of course also federation we talk about this, but I fix my target. For me each game is one final. So make sure and for everybody they can watch the game, we want to play for win each game. So what can be in the future, I believe only positive thing, because we are ready to fight for each game.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much.
Annese, and welcome to Belize.
Thank you again.
Nobody explained. Sorry. Thank you. Mandela newspaper. Nobody really explained to us yet how come the federation came by and how come Coach Vincenzo came by Belize to become the national coach. Where was the link? How did this come about? Who approached who and how did we